What is up? Cole here with Alliance Wake Gear Guide review for 2023. Today though, we are checking out the Soulcraft Jam Master. Right off the bat, the first thought in my head when I got on top of the water with this is this thing is loose. Yes, it is a twin fin setup and it does have the future fin boxes, so you can put whatever fins you want in there. I will say with this tail configuration and kind of how much beef is in the belly, it definitely pivoted in the middle a little bit easier than other boards, making it pretty loose. The board does come with traction. You got a front pad and a back pad, plenty of grip. That way, you know, I like to wax it up a little bit in some of these areas in case you come down wild, you got a little grip, but you don't have to do that. It's definitely grippy enough. The shape here, we've got a really thick board, especially in the middle here and toward the back. We kind of lose a little bit here in the nose, which is typical with any surfboard shape. And then we also, at the bottom here, we've got this tail. It's a bit of a rounded tail, a little bigger rounded tail going into these wings here. And I think a lot of that, you know, helps out with the looseness, skatey feel of this board. This board is a 4.6, but I will say I would probably size up in this model just because it felt small underneath my feet. 4.6 is a pretty typical wake surf size. But the way this board rides, I would probably size up in my opinion. Moving over to the categories, the first thing we talk about is carve. That is 1 through 10, 1 meaning it's super loose, 10 meaning it's super grippy. And this board, like I said, off the bat was pretty loose. Obviously not too loose where you couldn't do anything, but if you weren't, you know, on it, it would definitely get away from you. But at times that made it really fun. For the carving aspect, blowing the fins out, it was great, giving it a 6 out of 10. Moving over to the next category though is stays in wave. We go 1 through 10. 1, it's a struggle. 10 means it's really fast. I will say with this board, it definitely struggled a little bit trying to stay in the pocket. I don't think that's what this board's meant for. It's not meant to just be a cruiser. It's made to get aggressive, get skatey, get, you know, having some fun on it, staying on the wave. With that being said, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Not to say that you can't hang in the pocket and find a sweet spot, you definitely can, but this board is made to be ridden pretty hard. Pumping down that line, you need speed, and that's why we talk about speed. We go 1 through 10, 1 is super slow, 10 is really fast. I will say, when you started trying to generate that speed, it definitely was doing that for you, no problem. To me, it was a 6 out of 10 for the speed. With that speed, we're gonna go into pop, and pop we go 1 through 10 as well. 1 is no pop, 10 is to the moon. This board right here popped really well, actually. I was impressed with it just because it's a little thicker in the belly here. I wasn't sure if that you're gonna be able to continue up the lip and really push off that tail, but you were though. So for me, the pop is a 7 out of 10. The last thing I want to talk about is who this board is for. That's why we talk about the ability scale. This board lands in that intermediate advanced range because it's a performance style surfboard. You know, you need to know how to surf to really get everything out of this board. To say that you could be a beginner and get up, yes. Could you be a beginner and do what you want to do immediately on this board? No. That's why I feel like the intermediate advanced person is really going to enjoy this kind of board, just because you're able to do progressive movements on it. So that's gonna do it for the Soulcraft Jam Master, a fun little skatey board. Definitely a good time out there and a different feeling under the feet, which I really enjoyed. If you guys wanna know more information about these Soulcraft boards, hit that link in the description below and dive into their line, dive into the other sizes of this board, check it out, get an idea of what you're looking for before making that purchase. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I don't want you guys to miss out on any reviews coming out in the future, and we'll catch you on the next one.